boy Chad Rod. We back, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a I don't even know really how to put it, man. Episode 24 is a lot different today than I feel like it would have been, before Sunday.
Yeah.
Episode 24, man. We're going to dedicate this one to Kobe Bryant, his daughter, everyone else that was on that flight, that helicopter ride. It hit home because I have three daughters.
Yeah.
One is 13. She's very active in sports.
Right.
And, just to be going to practice, who cares that it was in a helicopter? That's just what you do when you a boss. That's how you traveling. That's something that wasn't new to his daughter
No.
or probably anybody on that chopper.
Man, that was an everyday.
Yeah,
Everyday thing.
We're going to dedicate this to Kobe, episode 24.
Kobe.
I went and got one of my day ones, a really big Kobe fan, man, a star athlete coming up, man. I'll tell you a story real quick before he introduces himself. I moved here from Nashville. My mom's that got sick. We moved to Blount County. And she dropped me off at Middle Settlements Elementary School. That may not mean nothing to you except listen to the title. And I remember when I went to the school, I asked my mama as she was dropping me off, I was like, where are all the black people? Because I came from being around all black people to not seeing.
Middle Settlements.
Yeah, right? So, anyway, make a long story short, my granddaddy take me to Alcor Little League, and I meet this guy. And first black dude I seen, a real one, athletic, fast, everything, man. Just so much, just on a different level, man. I'm like, wow, man, I was so intrigued. He was younger than me, but I'm looking up to him because it's the first one I've seen since I've been here. And that lets you know how day one it really is. So, Ken folks, man, introduce yourself, man.
What's up, man? Michael George, a.k.a. Vic, a.k.a. QB, a.k.a. whatever it is. I don't care because I'm smiling. What's going on?
Hey, that's what's up. And he ain't joking, man. He, in high school, he represented, man, was a lefty, man, fast, had a cannon. Going back to when we were kids, man, was always the most athletic and most driven person at the facility, wherever we was at, man. So it's crazy to watch you grow from being that dude to the man you are now. And, man, just talk to me a little bit about the feeling of, in high school, winning a state championship, being not even a senior, winning Mr. Football.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, can't too many people walk around and say that, man.
It really ain't, but, to me, it was pretty much destined. It was like, this is what you got to do. You grow up in Alcoa, you want to play football.
Right.
My big brother, cousins, I got an uncle, all that was playing on the 89 team.
Oh, wow.
So they went,
okay.
I was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Boom, they went 15-0. That's all I remember. I want to go to Steak. Not State. Steak, as I call it. I want to go to State because my big brother, then he always said, if y'all don't go 15-0, that ain't nothing. So we had, it was already destined. But look, about that, though, like real deal, about what people don't know.
Right.
Through them times, middle school, high school, even in the college playing ball, I ain't have one lick of confidence.
Talk to me about that because I remember middle school. If you want to take it back that far, I remember. You on the traveling baseball team. You the star quarterback of the football team. You the star. What did you play the 5 in basketball?
Played the 5, dunking in 7th grade.
Yeah, I know it. So confidence. That's new. Talk to me, man.
Yeah,
how could you have not?
New.
Yeah.
Never, man.
Wow.
Never. Not. People say, how you didn't sign, you had good grades, confidence.
Wow.
Yeah, I ain't have none, man.
So that kind of explains your style of play in high school then to me, because I used to always be like, why you ain't taking off on them boys?
Yeah, no, I was chilling.
You just chilling in the pocket,
I'm chilling.
throwing darts.
I'm gonna throw darts to these playmakers, let them make plays, because I just wasn't really sure. I knew I could get the ball there. You know what I'm saying? And if I had to. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow, yeah.
If I had to, I see him going, we got to win this game. I'm going to go ahead and throw it. I'm going to let it rain. But I couldn't see that. I couldn't look at the film and see, damn, I'm really throwing this ball.
Yeah, you was throwing darts.
Like I see it. Like I see, once I grew in the game and learned about reading defenses and this and that, and then I look back at my film, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I look at it now and I'm like, man.
Well, so I don't want anyone out there to take this the wrong way.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, that I work with in day-to-day life always talk about, the realest player, coming out of Alcoa. They always talking about Randall Cobb and stuff. And I, respect, he had a dream, he had a vision, and he did it, man. Respect. All day. But when they always ask, the realest athlete out of Alcoa, and I'm just like, I don't know about that. I understand now when you say confidence, because he was confident.
Oh, absolutely.
He was like, he had Kobe confidence back then.
It wasn't no way
that he wasn't going to make it.
It wasn't no way.
Yeah, because I remember, I was dealing with a woman back then that was dating, I guess, his dad or whatever. I don't know the situation.
Right.
But I remember her even telling me then, when he was still in like sophomore, junior, he going pro when Randall go pro. So that shows me he had just infinite confidence.
But he had to have that confidence, because you playing ball at Alcoa. Mostly in them time, we already on the come up. We boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Brandon was holding field goals for his first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? That's how many athletes on the field.
Yeah.
He wasn't a premier athlete on the field.
Wow.
He just had that.
He had that it.
Yeah.
Man.
He had that factor.
Yeah, they call him man. Yeah.
Straight up man. That's him.
Yeah. That's crazy that you say that about confidence too, because confidence, hell, even with this podcast, it took me, like we were politicking just earlier, man. I was like, man, I gotta do something.
Right.
I got all this content, all this material, all these thoughts and dreams and aspirations and ideas, and I just keep them to myself because of confidence.
Yeah, go ahead and bust them out.
Yeah, get it cranking. Hey. See what, play my hand.
Let that light shine.
Yeah,
they know
man,
they ain't talking about jury and that bling bling.
Yeah.
That's in here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go ahead and let that out.
So I know when you had confidence, though, as you got older.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So talk to me about making the transition from looking back, seeing the tapes, seeing how good you really were, and then pursuing that based off, like, dang, because I know you had to have the same feeling I had, like, dang, man, I'm messing off so much time, man, I need to get to work.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So talk to me about when you had that aha moment.
Well, it's like I said, I was destined to be an Alcoa quarterback.
Right.
That was like my ending.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even when I went to college to play ball, I'm in the back getting ready for the game before we come out on the field, and I'm too hype. I'm still Alcoa because I can't get out of that mentality.
Wow.
I couldn't get out of it. But after school, dipped off to bigger stuff, went to California.
Yeah.
All this and that. Met my future wife right
there.
Oh,
wow.
But, we went out there, and I'm hanging. Everything was all right. Something was missing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know exactly.
Something was missing. Music I was still messing around, but
yeah.
Something was missing.
Yeah.
So I actually had an accident when I came back home. I had second and third degree burns on my left leg.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't walk for 9 months.
Oh, wow.
So
yeah.
After that 9th month, it's supposed to have been a year and a half before I could walk again. I walked in 9 months. Wow. And I was telling everybody, man, I'm about to play pro football again.
Yeah, I remember that.
Everybody's like,
yeah. I remember. I wasn't like that. I was like, oh no, if anybody could do it,
Yeah, you remember that's when I started working out and running, and then they tried to stop me from using Alcoa High School football field.
Oh, so
that's when I made all that. I got that big. Man, I had a lot of hits on it on Facebook.
Yeah,
I called us cause hysteria, but it was just a big misunderstanding.
Right.
Right, but yeah, I did, man. I put it in. I said, man, I'm gonna go somewhere and try to play ball.
Yeah.
And it happened.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. And that's cool to know that now, because I didn't know that before. You always seemed like a confident dude to me, man. You was always one of the most talented, one of the most, gifted athletes and musicians that I've ever, dealt with and can call a homie, you know what I mean? So that's crazy to me that you say you didn't have confidence, man. So that's definitely new to me. So speaking on confidence, since this, is about Kobe, man, tell me about your favorite Kobe moment on the basketball court.
Man, it's really a lot of them. It's really a lot of them. I love just watching the finals with Kobe, and because he had a whole different. It was actually the whole playoff Kobe. Like they say playoff Rondo, playoff Black Mamba, boy.
Yeah,
he was a whole different player.
See, and I hate I missed it because I was an AI fan back then, so I really wasn't paying attention to Kobe like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Kobe more so like we got to figure out how to beat this dude. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even we, because I don't play nothing. But you know what I'm saying? I was an AI fan. Yeah, I'm with the cause. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm a big Bulls fan, so I always loved Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But, we didn't get to see him the whole time through. We
caught, 91?
We caught him when he was already.
Yeah, he was already jumping. He was already jumping. Yeah.
When you seen Kobe,
we saw him from the beginning.
From the beginning.
From the mud.
And I'm still a Bulls fan, and we garbage. We still garbage right now.
Yeah.
But watching him and seeing, like, man, him and Jordan, it's like the same thing. But Kobe had that extra. Just like that story that he told. They was talking about playing against the Hornets.
Yeah.
And he came out warm up 2-3 hours before the game, shooting. They said Kobe was missing everything. He like for real, 0 for 50. He can't make nothing. Said he was walking back and he seen a janitor. And he told him, hey man, you work on the facility? He was like, yeah. And he was like, that goal down there is 3/4 of an inch or something like that leaning to the side. And it was like, what? You know what I'm saying? What? Damn it, if the dude didn't go up and check it and it was leaned a little bit and said he dropped about 50 on it that night. Hey, so he's a master of his game. He know exactly. He know what he shoot, what it looks like when it comes off, what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like if he miss it to the left, he know what it look like. That's a master of your game, man. Wow. He is, he rules his own domain.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow, man. It's I just heard a story today. I was reading. AI was saying, it's the first game, him and Kobe, same draft class.
Right.
AI's in L.A. and they playing. I don't know if they're playing each other. I guess they are. And Kobe comes to his room, picks him up, takes him, get something to eat or whatever.
Right.
And I guess Kobe taking him back to the room. And AI Kobe like, well, what you about to do? AI like, shoot, I'm about to go to the club. What you mean? I'm about to, kick it,
Right.
And he said, what you about to do? He said, man, I'm about to go to the gym. I'm about to go to the gym, man. So it's crazy, man. And then I heard another story, man. Tracy McGrady. Did you hear Tracy McGrady's?
I read something that T-Mac said.
So T-Mac, they was cool too. They both came out of high school. He said
cool.
T-Mac said he was sleeping at his crib, and stuff. And I got a cousin named T-Mac, Trevor McGrady. So and we met him, and I was with my cousin Trevor McGrady in Orlando, Florida, downtown. Like in the mix, like he pulled up in the Ferrari.
Because T-Mac was bad.
Oh man,
that's a bad boy.
Oh man, when I lived in Orlando, he was a king of Orlando.
Right.
And he pulled up in the Ferrari. And then, Trevor goes up to him and says, hey, man, I'm T-Mac too. He's like, yeah, right. He said, no. And he shows him his ID. He's like, oh, yeah. So we kicked it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not really kick it, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we had, a little bit. But anyway, make a long story short, man. So he's on the interview on The Jump, I believe. And he's like, when we were coming up, Kobe was like, I want to die young, so I'll be idolized more than Jordan. And I was like, he says, the woman comes at him. He's like, well, no, I mean, this before pre-kids,
right,
everything else, pre all of this,
Right.
But I was like, wow, because it, like in my top 5, he wasn't in it before this. Now now I'm like, wow, he's creeping up. He's creeping up. Crazy. And as I watch his highlights and watch what he was doing, doing the court.
He was so cold. He was a student of the game, and his daughter was a student. She brought the basketball out of him. He said he wasn't even watching basketball no more until she got involved.
Wow.
And then they started watching it every night. You know, she wanted to watch it all the time, so he started again. And you see the memes and stuff this past month.
Right.
You see him teaching, you know what I'm saying, excited, you know what I'm saying? She ready. She was
super
a baller.
ready. Probably going to be the first woman in the NBA.
I do not put it past her. That is the Mamba's dog.
Yeah, she would have been dunking in a couple years.
It's no telling because she had that mentality. She was waking up at 5 a.m., all that Kobe, all that mentality. She had it. You know what I'm saying? That hurt. Man. It just hurt, man.
It's terrible because my wife was she said something that hit home when I was kind of going through it when I first saw the news or whatever, and she was telling me, you know, cause I was like, man, why did the daughter have to be on? Because this before I knew the other people were even on the helicopter. Right. This when I just heard that the daughter was on the helicopter. I said, why did the daughter have to be on the helicopter? And she was like, she just said something. Just it was so just straightforward. Hey, you know, what if her daughter couldn't have lived with, or his daughter couldn't have lived with him gone. So she had to go with him. You know what I mean?
I mean, you
that's
really
deep,
think
man.
about stuff like that, yeah. But
that's deep, man.
Yeah, that
like
was the daddy's girl, most definitely.
She wouldn't have been able to move, and that's just, man. It makes me appreciate every minute. That's the main reason I'm thankful for this podcast because I'm able to chop it up with my kinfolks, man. Absolutely. And just enjoy life, man, and just appreciate every moment because you just don't know, man. You just don't know.
You don't know, and for real, man, you gotta have a best friend, somebody on your side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we was talking about confidence. I didn't have.
Yeah.
My wife brought it out of me before I even knew that we would, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't like that yet.
Yeah.
I jumped off the edge. She said, "You want to go to California?" And I said, "Yeah."
That is. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it went jump right off the edge. It was something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was something different. You know what I'm saying? Took that and she brought that confidence out, man. You know.
Yeah, man. And you need that, man, because if you don't have anyone on your team, man, that's like, go you. You know what I mean?
You gotta have.
See, a lot of times women confuse like men being all over the place because like men don't get, hey, you killing it today. You doing your thing. That men just are expected
to already kill it. Bring the bait.
Bring the bait, do your thing, bring everything. Everything got to be just A1.
Right.
And it's expected.
Right.
Whereas a woman, hey, baby, you killing that dress. Or, baby, you doing your thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. Boom, hey, what you know. So, and, women lose track of that, especially when they lock you down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, I'm good. You know, so he don't need no encouragement, no nothing. So for you to say that, man, is dope. I mean, you got a good one, man. Yeah. Because she saw that you may not have been even.
I wasn't there yet, but she seen something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I ain't been a golden child neither.
Well, no.
I mean, come on. Ain't no golden child.
Yeah. Why would you do that? That's the wrong route. You gotta live and learn.
Exactly. Live and learn, bro. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We something else. You know what I'm saying? We something else. So I was blessed for that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's where that confidence come in, man. And Cole was a great dad. You know what I'm saying? They can criticize and say whatever. He was a great husband. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can say whatever it is. There ain't no conviction. Ain't none of that. So no.
What a thing. So speaking on that, man, like that you gotta know Kobe Bryant doesn't have to take anything from a woman.
No.
That's fact.
Come on, man.
That's fact. Like, you know that.
Come on, man.
You know that. We're going to drop that because, it's a celebration. Yeah, it's a celebration. It's a celebration. So we're going to change the subject for a second. So me and this guy, man, we've done a lot of things together, man, and we've acted the fool and we've done good things together, you know what I mean? And so one night, man, funny story, man, we out kicking it, man. Man, I had just got this Hummer, man. It was all black, had chrome on that thing. I'm talking about
that plush leather sitting in the seats.
Hey, man, we was riding hard, man. We had to be 20 deep in that thing that night, man.
Probably. Well, I know we had 70 to 80 beers in that day.
Ice House, too, which is crazy.
Ice House. We done bought the whole store at
Ice House, man. Every Ice House, man, we need them. You know what I'm saying? So we riding around just kicking it, man. Just kicking like we ain't got a care in the world, man. And I don't know what I did to get pulled over. But I did something crazy.
I know what he did. Hey, we're in the biggest intersection of South Knoxville. We done hit 2 donuts in the middle of it. I ain't gonna lie. But we was like, oh, one time sitting at that gas station right there. So we just creep on. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead and finish that. Go ahead. Insane,
man. So I'm still surprised, but the blue light's on. I'm like, what? Why are you pulling me, or what I do? And so I'm at this point I'm panicking. I'm like, we going down for
all of us. we going down. We going down. We ain't got a chance, man.
Oh my goodness. So the dude pull us over. I'll never forget this part. I roll the window down. He like, what's going on tonight, fellas? Oh, nothing much, officer. Just trying to, I'm lost. I can't figure out, I ain't really from here. I'm trying to figure out how to get back to whatever. Yep. He said, smell like a brewery in here. This dude, this how real he is. He don't even skip a beat. Oh, that's me, officer. I've been over here drinking. I'm drunk than a mug over here. I look over. I say, he turned the light on. Mike George? Is that Michael George? And I'm like, so he's here, right? And he's here. And I'm like, yeah, I said, who is that? So he's like, man, he basically about to ask for an autograph at that thing.
He done walked around and everything. He got the light on me. I got 2 ice houses.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he did though. He shot the light and he was like, Mike Charles, man. I was like, yeah. That's me. Yeah, come on, man. Yeah. Man, great night. Man.
Hey, but he was like, man, have a good night. Y'all boys be careful.
Y'all be careful. Have a great night. And we peeled off like, what?
Hey, went straight. I think we went home, though.
Yeah, we was like, let's go ahead and take it in. Let's take it in. We'll do this song later.
Yeah.
I think I might have called Mamba at it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was like, man, we going down,
we
man.
Going down, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, man. Crazy. So speaking on that, Kobe's rapping.
Oh, man.
I can't remember none of his songs, but I think he was spitting a little bit, though.
I remember it slightly.
Slightly?
Slightly.
Yeah.
He was spitting something.
Yeah, man.
Spitting a little something.
Would you put him in your top 5 rappers of all time?
No. Sorry, Cole. Hey. R.I.P., man. I can't put you in there. I can't put you in there. Now, you get that rock? Yeah.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. That's my number one. That's my number one. He just jumped. Yeah.
So, top 5 rappers of all time, man. I got to know it, man. It's that part of the show, man.
I mean,
in order too, though.
I don't really gotta think about it.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a home guy. I like my Tennessee rap.
Okay.
I always said they keep it. It always is the hardest.
Yeah, it is hard.
You got to give me Player Fly.
Number 1?
That's my dude.
Yeah, Fly, man.
Just like that. I mean, for real, it can be arguments. Don't at me.
That must said, my windows to life are foggy and they so unclean, man.
I mean, give this game all I can give, show some love and keep it real. Mob as far as fly can see, and this for LIF&E. Come on, man.
Yeah, he was spitting that gospel, man.
Yeah, it was so deep, man.
I remember spending probably 5, 10 years of my life just riding around in circles listening to him.
Yeah, I can get any song at any time and put it on repeat.
Yeah.
It's something else. It's something soulful. It's more than just listening to music. And,
yeah.
And all that. It's more of, oh no, he came from deep.
Yeah.
He didn't even have to have any beats. It was horrible.
Well, yeah.
And it didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just my angle. Of course, you got Pac. You know what I'm saying? Got to give it to him.
Yeah.
I got to give it.
So
to
he
Hove.
number 2.
Yeah.
Hove 3.
Got to give it to Hove because I'm a little biased on that because I like his business savvy.
I can dig that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can dig that. I can dig that.
He went from nothing to cooking up and selling to just rap to having Jay-Z Blue. I mean, wow. He got his own Crayola color.
Yeah, Crayola.
I mean, and he's Beyonce husband.
Yeah, well, you got to give him that. That gives you points, man. He in my top 10 just because of Beyonce. That's crazy.
Yeah, he got that.
Yeah.
He got that all day. You got to have Weezy in there somewhere. I don't know where they floating. I got to have Weezy in there somewhere just because he was our age.
Yeah, he was our age. Yeah.
He was 9/27/82. I'm 9/29/83.
Wow.
So he was. We seen him grow up, and then
we watched him from like the dang
beginning.
Yeah, the very beginning.
Big timers.
Yeah.
He was our age, so we going through high school.
That's weird.
That's what age was.
Yeah. And he kept getting better and better and better till he kind of went left though.
He did.
He turned left. He turned left, man. Just went down the dark road. But he,
But right before then, no ceilings and all that.
Man, I still like.
He was a dragon.
So man, I was talking to my homeboy the other day, man, and we were talking about that "Miss My Dogs," and you remember he kind of really never did a diss track,
right?
If you listen to that song, man, I think it's a sneak diss track, man. But it's so Lil Weezy that it went over our head that he was even smacking him,
right?
But he smacked him. If you go back and listen to it, man.
I'm going to go back and analyze that.
Yeah,
you know
it's crazy, man. Because
the
only person he don't really smack is BG. But he smacked Juvie and Turk like.
I know he was really upset with Turk because that was his main. You know, they was the two little niggas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back.
Yeah, go back, man. I think it's a sneak diss track, man. I think he got that one off, man, and didn't nobody catch it, man. So you got 5.
Well, I got 5. That's to be continued.
Wow.
That's where everybody else go.
Wow. I can dig that.
That's where everybody. I mean, I love J. Cole.
Okay.
I like Gates. You know what? You know why I like Gates?
Why?
First of all, he does not care to just give it all out there for his woman.
Yeah, you right on that. Yeah.
If he say he gonna lick a titty, he gonna explain it hard.
Well, and that's what I'm trying to get to my wife. I'm trying to get right there with her. I'm trying to get right there with her.
He gonna explain it for real. It don't matter. It ain't. It's gonna come out for real.
He moved up my list. I didn't think about that.
He love his girl.
Yeah. And you supposed to, man. You supposed to be.
Oh, I'm talking about he love her.
Yeah.
But I like that. I respect that.
Yeah, man. That's
I got
dope.
to talk to him and Jack. You know, when
I was
for
real?
security for him.
Oh, that's what's up. So is he tall?
Yeah.
He is tall? Mm-hmm. Okay. It's hard to tell if they tall or short.
I went down to Nashville, see him in concert, met him then, and then when they came to Knoxville, we was doing security.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what's up.
But he tall.
Yeah.
I got the picture. I'll show you.
Oh, yeah.
But no, he's right, either at me or right below. We the same about height. And I'm about 6'2", 6'3".
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Yeah, I always wonder, man, because he kind of looked tall, but you never really see him next to like a T.I. or a Lil Wayne or something. You know what I'm saying? To kind of gauge it.
See, when you go like that, you gotta throw in Gucci. You gotta throw in T.I. See, I like Gucci. Yeah. But see, I'm not a big Jeezy fan, but how he changed, man. Trapper die. I ain't never seen a summer where everybody was playing one thing.
One thing.
Other than one more time, I seen that.
When
Mr. Mac dropped the first CD, his first one. Summertime 2000, Everybody Gotta Shine, all that.
Yeah.
I heard that all through Alcor all the time.
So talk to me about that, man. It's funny you bring that up, man. So I know I know you did a lot of production. You know what I'm saying? How does it feel to know that you was a part of someone? Because making it in the music game, I don't know if people know. I know Jay-Z say, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. I beg to differ. If you can make it out of Blount County, you can make it anywhere.
All right, for real. I just don't. I think everybody work against each other for some reason. I don't know what it is, man. It's like ain't
I'm trying
nobody
to
showing
change
nobody love, man. Ain't nobody giving nobody nothing.
Hey, that's what this podcast is for. Just to show our people some love, man. Like we did a lot, man. We lived exactly how the song said. We kept it real. We did the best we could with it. We done did a lot of good. We done did a lot of bad, but we is still real ones, man. So tell me about that feeling, man. Knowing you had something to do with his success, hearing him on the radio the first time.
I remember going to Mac's studio when I was at ETSU. I come in and G was rapping with him, like we be in his studio and I be in there, I bring the little beat pad and everything and we save everything, go on, not even think about it, you know what I'm saying? But when you hear that and it's repping home and you like, what? Yeah. What is going on? 865. I was like, this is amazing. This dude done did it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he done did it, man. And just knowing that we was right there working and in the same booth. And I'm like, man, and I tell him all the time, man, I love it. I get the old stuff. I tell him hands down, hey, look, I'm gonna need this CD, I'm gonna need that one because I done lost it, and I need this one. I'll pay you for them. Just let me know when I get them.
Yeah. I know, right? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing, man. It was like everybody was right then.
Yeah.
It was a push. Like everybody was behind it, and we seen the strength of Blount County.
Yeah.
Right then. But it all went. It went everywhere, man.
Yeah.
But it happened. We gotta enjoy it. Smile.
Yeah,
we enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
It was a good time.
Enjoy doing music with you.
Oh yeah, man. We spent a lot of nights up. Knowing what we know now, we probably shouldn't have been as faded.
Man,
trying to mix and master.
It'd have been right. I'm telling you right now, this man is a genius with it. He would mix it up.
Man.
Yeah, have you sounding like $1 million? I'm trying to tell you. I ain't even know that was me on the mic.
But you always been cold with them. You don't remember when we went to Orlando that time? I forget that song in middle school. I forget how that song went, man. You had Hammond singing on the hook.
Oh man, let's feel the bass.
Yeah,
man.
feel the bass. How that song?
I remember that, man. Boom. Bomb blew up. I look at my little homie and I said, what's up? Because the beat is bass and then your girls is chasing after me, the little G from East Tennessee. And you can play this beat up in your Nissan truck. But yo, don't get mad if your woofers get stuck because you can feel the bass running through your spine. And the girls are mine. Yeah, they look real fine. I feel the bass. Yeah, that was 7th grade.
Hey, that was hard though, man. We was down there vibing on that down there in Orlando, man.
That was 7th grade, man.
Yeah,
Feel the bass, man.
Yeah.
1997.
Well, and that's the year before Kobe came out.
Yeah, 1997.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The reason why I know that is because when we were there, I bought an Allen Iverson Georgetown jersey that I still have today. Dang. Yeah, and he was at Georgetown. Dang. So either that was the year he was still at Georgetown and Kobe and them came out in 98, or
it was right there in that time.
Yeah, it was right there in that time, man. So like so think back how far that was. Think about how long we've been watching Kobe Bryant.
A long time, man.
From then, man.
Watch him grow up.
Because we were growing up. We were kids.
We was kids, and it was catching our eye then, and it still is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man.
It's crazy to think about.
You remember the Orlando trip, though?
Yeah.
That's what we was talking about.
Yeah.
But you remember us singing Bone?
Oh yeah, boom, 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 boom. Man,
Hey, I'm telling you, I used to, man, we the same, man. He looked the same.
Cause it was crazy like how hot Bone Thugs and Harmony was at that time, man. Like you think the Migos are hot. Man.
If you could tell me what Busy said, I give you 1,000. Give it a These people trying to group got him. And it's everybody.
Man, in the
killing it. Man. Killing it. It wasn't nothing like it.
It wasn't nothing like it, man. It wasn't nothing like it, man. You couldn't compare them because it was no comparison, man. It was no comparison.
It just wasn't nothing like them, man. That was good. Good time, good music.
Yeah,
good music.
Sure,
R&B was kicking right there. Everything. That was fire.
Yeah.
We grew up at a good time.
Yeah, man. Like you said earlier, man, it was crazy because we kind of grew up like right with the computers.
Man,
we was the first ones that actually had a computer in the school.
We had computers the whole time.
The whole time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then we get out, and then they're like, they just escalate. Now your computer in your pocket.
Boom, boom, boom. You remember having them Nokias?
Yeah.
Snake.
Snake all day. Boy, I was real with it. Boy,
man, I had one. Man, me and Duck was talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
That's probably my pick for Alcoa High School, #1 anyway.
So
I'm not lying. It's baseball him, Lil Al. Lil Al Davis.
So who your top 5 Alcoa athletes of all time? I'll give you mine. Let me give you mine first. I'm gonna go James Rayner, #1.
Amen.
I'm gonna go U2. I'm gonna go Carlos Mahon, 3.
Woo! Yeah, clip was running.
I'm gonna go Carlos, and I'm gonna go He-Man, 4.
He-Man was tough. For real.
And then I'm gonna go. I can go Randall Cobb, 5, or I can go Lil Al, or I can go. I can go a lot of ways, 5.
Travis Stennett playing basketball.
I was talking about football. Yeah.
Give me
Travis Stennett. Yeah, tough, forgot about him. Yeah.
I mean, I could be a little biased. It is my little cousin.
Oh yeah.
But look at the film, his feet, his smartness on the field, his vision.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like it because he'll set you up and run you over. And
I really forgot about Doug. He's 5. He's number 5 in there too.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Yeah, I forget about
Doug. It was amazing. It was amazing to watch. Like, I don't know. I just remember watching that game.
Yeah.
I was playing ball at ETSU. I don't care. I gotta go to this game.
Yeah.
He was tough. He was that tough. But yeah, him. I gotta go with Al Davis Sr., Al Davis Jr.
A lot of people forget about Al Davis Sr., man. My granddad used to always talk about him, man. Al Davis Sr., and there's another guy that went to Green Bay. Not Jack Jackson, that's somebody else. But anyway.
Man, he was running the rock. I seen that old film, man. That's crazy. It's crazy.
For real?
Crazy.
I thought BC was gonna be just like
absolutely.
Yeah.
If he wouldn't, I think if he wouldn't have got hurt his freshman year.
Oh, he got hurt his freshman year.
Freshman year. If he wouldn't have because he already was. Man, they couldn't stop him. When we won the championship that year, they couldn't stop him.
Wow.
Yeah. I got to go with Sting because the fastest man I ever seen.
Ever seen in person, man.
I've ever seen.
Because I tell a lot of stories about him, man, and this podcast is to pay respect to the people I know and stuff, man. And I remember being at an Oak Ridge. We was all JV, and Stink wasn't there long.
Right.
We were freshmen, and nigga, when I tell you the whole defense yells out, "Sweep, left." We don't audible. We don't change the play.
Running it.
They sweep it left. And when I tell you, not only does he beat everybody to the corner, but then he beats them down the sideline.
They ain't got no angle. There ain't no such thing as an angle.
And I remember, too, a pass you threw to him in the state championship, and you threw it about 70 yards on a dime, and he still had to kind of slow.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you a funny story about that. He told me in the huddle, "George, it's wide open. Don't leave me. I'm telling on you. Don't leave me. Just throw me the ball." Yeah, I swear, and I just threw it. I didn't, because otherwise he just would have ran and scored. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I threw it and he had to.
He was like,
yeah, he had to coast it. Other than that, I let it rain, but he did. He said that.
dang.
See, and then I think about that. How could I not have that confidence? Because I knew how to throw him the ball.
It was perfect pass.
I knew how to either
If I can
up,
find
down,
the
left,
film,
or right.
I'll even show it.
I knew how to, I could do it. It's just something about it. That was God-given.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't practice that.
Yeah.
It just, the accuracy was just there. I knew how to go up, how I can lead you, I can pull you back, pull you down here. It didn't matter. I just could do it. But yeah, he said that. That's why he had to come back. But if you're looking at that state game, look at that little inside reverse play we had. We called it Sally.
Oh yeah, where you hit him with the
Faked that pitch and gave it back to him.
Yeah.
First of all, the hash marks was going so fast it looked like Alcoa Highway, and it looked like he was just.
Yeah.
And that dude had an angle 20 yards back, trying to run him down. He came up about 10 yards short. That's how fast that boy was running. I wish they had clocked this speed right there. I guarantee you he'd have broke some records. He was running. That boy was running.
Wow. Yeah, he was a fast. I
From here to there, give it to James Rayner. If you want to do this, you give it to Jamel Sankey. Yeah. Because his start and stop tops I ever seen from other than like Reggie Bush and Tamon Austin.
Yeah.
He was that good.
Dang.
He
I always
was that
heard
good.
Jamel was.
Jamel was that good.
I always heard Jamel was one of the real. See, I'd already left, so I didn't really ever play with Jamel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He was that good to where he'd be over here and he's over there, but you still reaching over here. He was that good.
Wow.
He was.
Wow.
He was
So
really
he'd
that
be
good.
number 4?
James Rayner, number 4.
James Randall vote. So we got
Al Davis Jr., Al Davis Sr.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Number 5, I throw a curveball on you.
Okay, who
On
you got?
number 5. I throw a curveball, and it's gonna be in between. It's a sandwich in between. Give me the whole line.
That is a curveball.
The whole line for the past. Well, let me see. 2 years ago. 2 years ago, give me the D line. Real deal. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. It was when the Twins was out. Their D line was amazing. I ain't lying. It was the best D line I ever seen in high school.
Wow.
I'm telling you, them boys was something else. Give me Kyrus Langston,
I liked Kyle.
Brian
man.
Summers.
I always thought he was real.
Brian Summers, Randall Cobb. All of them was receivers at the same time. Randall had to play quarterback, but Brian and Kyrus, I thought was better than Randall right then.
Well, Kyrus, I thought he was the realest thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
I went to one game because
That's
I
my
come
dude,
back.
too. That's my dude.
And I saw him take a punt back. I was like, man, this kid is real.
Ray Sykes on that edge. Brandon Warren?
Brandon Warren, a lot of people.
Brandon Warren coming off that. Man, that's the quickest. Man.
Because I wish he would have stayed at Florida State.
He'll run a route right now, and we think Jerry Jeudy from Alabama running routes. Brandon Warren.
Man,
Look it up.
I wish he would have stayed at Florida State, man.
Man,
I remember that
hey.
first game against Miami when his freshman year there, and
That
me
one
and
hand shot.
man, and he was out there blocking too, pancake. I was like,
real
man,
deal.
yeah.
It's so many of us, man. It's blessed.
Yeah, man,
Blessed to being in the
yeah,
conversation.
yeah,
I don't care
yeah.
if I was 5,000th.
Right.
Yeah, it's good to be in that conversation because,
yeah.
man, it's deep.
Yeah, it is
It's deep.
Yeah,
I'm talking about them young boys playing.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't really keep up with it like I used to. Now that my oldest one kind of wants to go to the games, I'm able to go and kind of check it out. But yeah,
Them
man,
young boys playing.
for real, they serious.
They
That's
playing
what's
ball,
up.
man.
That's
They
what's
playing
up.
ball.
Man, so speaking of like high school and reminiscing on high school, man, since it's Kobe, man, we're gonna talk about him today. How real must he have been to leave straight from high school to be in the pros?
This is the thing. If you ever been to like luckily I've been through combines, through,
Yeah.
NFL, Canadian, all that combines, and it's more extensive than people think. People think, oh, they see him run a 40 or basketball drills, or he was just pulling and shooting. No, they about to give you a job. This is, you know what I'm saying? They about to pay you millions, even hundreds of thousands. Right. It's still an investment.
Yeah.
Man, so it was something else that they seen. And when they interviewing old boy, Jerry West for the Lakers?
Yeah.
And he was just all tore up because he was the one doing that research on Kobe, the one that did the trade with the Hornets to get Kobe. Wow. So he knew him in and out before that. So it was something else in Kobe that they seen. And as a young man like that, 16, 17, as they're saying, they seen something else in Kobe. So that's something, that's once in a lifetime. First of all, you think about it, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Coming out of high school. If I came out of high school and then you playing against Jordan, what? You know what I'm saying? You come, man, that's insane. You know what I'm saying? That's really crazy. You know, you guarding and Sean Kemp blowing by you dunking, and you 17. You know what I'm saying? So it's something else that they seen in him. It was a drive. It was a whole different attitude that you got to see in somebody to put that much trust in them, that much everything in them, you know, to get them right out of high school.
Because you traded Vlade Divac for him?
Man, it was a lot.
And Vlade was a key piece at the time.
It was a lot, and they risked it. And
you gave up Eddie Jones? You traded Eddie Jones to get him out of there so Kobe could play? I mean,
they made big moves and to bring Kobe in, and I mean, they had to see something else. You feel me? Yeah. They had to see something else. That's that glow. Dang. It's that light shine. You see what I'm saying? That's that bling bling, or internal bling bling.
Man, that's crazy, man.
It is.
I don't know, man. I just think about, like, since we're talking about like athletes in high school, and I think of all the greats I saw, and they were all great, but I can't remember seeing anybody that I was like, man, he's ready for the pros.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine watching like a Kobe Bryant in high school being like, wow, that guy's ready for the pros. You know what I mean? I can't even fathom that, because I thought I saw some great
I see some great high school athletes.
Like great.
Like when they get ready, they're gonna be all right in college.
Yeah, they're gonna crack the starting five. We were talking about Stennett.
Yeah.
He was cold at Alabama. Cold, the truth. Your boy that from Maryville.
Lee Humphrey.
It was cold.
Lil' Cuz, as we call him. What's up, Lil' Cuz?
Was cold, cuz. It was cold.
But they weren't ready for the league.
Not out of high school. Mm-mm. No.
You gotta be KG. You got to be Kobe Bryant. See, that different. They got the whole different.
And KG had a little advantage because he's 6'11".
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of, with a Kobe chip on your shoulder, you 6'11" with a Kobe chip.
You gonna do your thing. You gonna do your thing.
Yeah.
He got it here, and he got that gift.
Yeah.
You got it, man. It's something else.
Right.
That's something else. That's that DNA somewhere. Yeah. Lord said, look, I'm going to make him do this.
Yeah. It's almost like, man, it's almost like it's in your cards for real. Like you drew this hand, like, oh.
Yeah.
Start moving around stuff. But you can still mess up a good hand. But
oh, yeah.
But still, though, if you got it and you know how to use it, you know what I'm saying? If you got some guidance.
You know how to use it, even if it ain't there. You can pull a Larry Bird.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Larry Bird don't get
Larry Bird cold.
Man, Larry Bird probably. See, so is he better than LeBron James though? He got 3 chips. They both play small forward.
It's
10 seconds left. Down by 4. Who you want?
Give it to Larry. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
I seen it happen. You see the result. Him pop a 3. They threw the ball in, and he stole the ball and threw that pass to little buddy. And bam! There it was. That's your 4-point lead gone. You up by 1. That is right there. Yeah. I choose that. LeBron is something else. He don't have that assassin's mentality like Jordan and Kobe, but he ain't got to.
Yes, he's just so good, man.
You know why? If he make up his mind, he gonna go to the basket. He gonna go to the basket. And if they double team him or something, then I'm the best playmaker you have ever seen. Wow. Yeah. So it's hard. It's hard to say different times, different places.
Yeah.
It's hard, but Cole can do it all.
Yeah, Cole could play in any area. He could play now. If he played now, he'd probably put up, like, a lot of people say people will be putting up 60 or whatever, but he might actually put up 60 a night.
He really would.
No,
you can't hand check. You can't foul him. They'll be like, help me.
Yeah, he messed around and put up 60 for real.
But we better be glad that Allen Iverson went 6'4". 6'4", not even nothing else, just 6'4". Kobe said that.
He's in my top 5, man. I think AI was a better player than Kobe Bryant. I think if AI had half of Kobe's work ethic, or half of his love for the game, just half of his love for just not even the work ethic, just half of his love for the game.
Because they would have came along with that love. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Kobe said, we better be glad. We talking about I'm the GOAT, Jordan the GOAT, LeBron the GOAT. We better be glad that AI wasn't 6'4".
Yeah.
You know, and all them 6'6" and up.
Yeah.
Because he was that good. AI
was
that good, man.
Well, think about AI, man. I mean, if you go back and look at the history, man, he
did
did time in high school. Like, he did like a
He
bid.
He did
He did like a bid.
He did.
And then he comes straight out of the bid and goes straight to D1. Well, he takes a test to get in, but then he's straight into D1.
Straight to Georgetown, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, imagine how real you had to have been to do that. Yeah. Like, who can walk out of jail to D1 college to 2 years later being a number 1 draft
pick? At least
pick?
he had that, you know what I'm saying, as a young, you still like, oh, you know, I got this time, let's get it.
Yeah.
You know, let's go. You know, he just had that himself because he didn't come from the best of surroundings.
Right.
That's
Newport
him.
News, ain't it?
Yeah. Same thing as Mike Vick, baby.
What was in that water, man?
Just the same thing in this aluminum water out here in Blount County.
Man. Vick, man. So that's, I mean, I know you got the nickname, man, because of what you probably was doing in practice.
It was either my mom or auntie or something a long time ago. It was Victory in Christ.
Oh.
And, yeah. Now, that's what's funny. That's what's crazy.
That is funny.
Because it started off like that.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan Harris called me on defense. He called me Deion Grant because I wore number 7. He played for UT. I don't like UT, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
And then Michael Vick was a redshirt freshman when I was a freshman. So, yeah, that's where Virginia Tech and you know, they was doing their thing. So that was great. He was a lefty and he was running. Oh man, I didn't run.
You didn't run.
When I did run, it was on.
Yeah.
But I didn't run, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was nervous. Confidence.
Yeah. So on Michael Vick, man, because I really got to ask you this, man. I'm glad we're on this topic, man. So a lot of people are talking about Lamar Jackson is better than Michael Vick. I'm one to say ain't even close, right? But I want to hear your opinion on it real quick because we run out of battery. So.
Okay. you put Mike Vick in the spread offense.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like. It will.
Yeah.
It'll look just like that because I mean there wasn't no such thing at that time.
Right.
So you put him in that spread offense. Then you can talk about numbers and the this and that and the rushing and the reading and the pulling and run. It would have been a lot better stat wise. Lamar's gonna pass him up head over shoulders, but you got to look what Mike Vick did. He was in a pocket doing that.
Yeah, I mean he took Virginia Tech by himself to the national championship.
To the national championship, they couldn't last. Of course, 4 quarters with Florida State.
Well, it's hard. Florida State had like 10
everybody,
D1s. I mean,
22
or 10, 20, or 22 first. Well, I think they had 4 or 5 first round picks.
They had a lot. Let me
go
ahead and do that because I don't like Florida State.
Well, on that note. On that note, we running out of battery, so I don't want to lose any of this information, man. But man, it was a pleasure to have you on, man. I hope we did Kobe Bryant some justice, man. Hashtag iAMWHOiAM podcast episode 24.
24.
Man, that's got to be Kobe. That's Kobe, man. So
Kobe Day.
Yeah. So on that note, man, tell them where they can find you, Cub.
Hey, man. A13. Nah, man. On Real Deal. Real deal, man. I try to stay away from everything. You catch me on my Instagram every once in a while.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
up.
That's D209RefENT.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, there you have it. Live every day, man. Live every day like it's your last, because you don't know, man. Kobe was here, man. He was just here.